A very hearty good day to one and all, and welcome here to TARS 777 presents TARS Cricket Club League T10 Cricket Castle Animal Match 23, and it is the match between the Durbanville Dynamos, sponsored by JSK1. They're up against the Milnerton Masters, who are sponsored by Billy 777. This is a very, very important game for the Masters, for them to have any type of hope to get into the playoffs there. For the Dynamos, they are probably sealed their position there in the playoffs for sure. But let's go out and look at the pitch that they are going to be playing on today, and as well as the toss that happened a bit earlier today. TARS 777 presents TARS Cricket Club League T10 Cricket Castle Animal. Good morning, everybody, and welcome here again for another exciting T10 clash here. And it's the clash between the Durbanville Dynamos. They are sponsored by JSK1, and they are going to be up against the Milnerton Masters. They are sponsored by Billy 777. The Dynamos, they are probably through to the playoffs already. The Masters, they still got some work to do to get into those playoffs. But let's again talk about conditions here. Let's firstly look at this pitch. Now, just had a word with the groundsman here. He said he had to put a little bit of water on this pitch, hence the dark features that you do see on it. It looks still flat. However, I think that moisture is going to come through here with the seamers maybe getting a little bit of purchase, a little bit of bounce, maybe the ball not even coming onto the pitch today. So it's going to be slow going, I think. And I think the team that win the toss, they might still decide to have a bowl. Just on the nature of how this pitch look. Above, the blue skies have returned. It's hot here again. So let's go to that toss and see the outcome of that, because I'm looking forward to seeing what the captains are going to do today. Okay, here we are at this all-important toss here between the Durbanville Dynamos, sponsored by JSK1. Their captain, Leon, he's going to be the man here. First time out for him. And then Kuda is here, captain in the Milnerton Masters. They are sponsored by Billy 777. The umpires are here as well in there, rosy red. And they are sponsored by Golf Ticket. It's going to be Leon with a coin in hand, and he's going to toss the coin, and the Kuda is going to call. Heads is the call. And tails it is. Right. I think you've done something that Fritz the Beer could never do. You've won a toss, Leon. What have you decided to do?
Yeah, well, the wicket looks a little bit tacky this morning. And after playing for Durbanville quite a few years, normally there's something in the morning here. And I heard you oversay pre-match morning. You as a bowler as well played a few years. I think there'll be definitely something in the wicket, but it should be a little bit slower and play better in the afternoon, I think.
I'm still waiting for that decision. What you're going to do? You're going to bat or bowl first?
We're definitely going to have a bowl first.
Okay. A lot of changes to your team. I know there's a lot of cricket happening, but still another opportunity for you guys. You're sitting top, probably qualified already for the playoffs. Yeah,
well, giving a few guys here at Durbanville chances to play some youngsters. We have a nice group here of about 16 guys playing. So, new guys coming through, some youngsters bowling and batting really well. So it's an exciting time for DCC cricket.
And it's a lovely day today, isn't it?
Yeah, lovely. In Worcester, it's quite warm there where I come from as well. So it's nothing new to me here. So, the guys are looking forward to playing and just getting out here and enjoying the game.
Enjoy your captaincy today.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
That's the words from Leon Kuda. You're going to have the bat out there. I know it looked like a wicket you wanted to bowl on, but what would you have done?
I would have probably bowled as well. Like Leon said, it's a bit tacky, it seems. But I don't think much will change over the course of 20 overs. Guys still need to apply themselves. And I think it's a good opportunity to put our foot down and get that scoreboard pressure going. Yeah, scoreboard pressure seemed to be the way to go in this tournament as well. And you guys have really done well in that case. You just need one more good game to try and elevate you into those playoffs. Yeah, I think what we've been missing is sort of standout performances. You know, in T10 cricket, if one guy gets stuck in and he gets a decent score, you're pushing sort of that 100 mark. And if a bowler bowls really well and he puts them under pressure and hopefully gets a few wickets, then you're really in the pound sheets, you know. So we've just been missing that one sort of little spark, and hopefully today's the day. You've been that spark, so you've been batting really well. Hopefully it continues today. Well, I would like to hit a few more sixes, Jim, but hopefully today is the day. Yeah. Go well today. Cheers, thank you. That is the news here at the toss. It's Leon
the captain there of Durbanville Dynamos. He's done something that Fritz de Beer could never do. He has won the toss and he's elected to have a bowl first against the Milnerton Masters, captained by Kuda. And that is the toss results. It's the Dynamos. They have won the toss and elected to field. No surprise to me whatsoever. But my name here is Eugene Mullen. With me is the Cape Fox, James King. And firstly, before we talk about anything else, how strange is that from a captain going through the whole reason why he wanted to have the decision of doing something without telling me what that decision is?
I think... Morning, Eugene. Firstly, I think we missed the fact that he said right after the toss, I'm going to bowl. So he certainly was very, very enthusiastic about bowling on that strip out there. As we see the table and those Dynamos right at the top there, they've qualified as well. But we have got four teams in the middle there, only played 5 games, and one of those, the Milnerton Masters. So 7 games it will be in the round-robin stage. And the Masters, you feel, have to have a win today if they're going to have any chance of getting to the qualifiers.
And what a chance it is for them. I mean, a whole host of changes for the Dynamos there. With new players coming in, there's a lot of cricket happening around the area, and they've already qualified. More, I think, definitely have qualified. So they have got one more game. This is their last round-robin game, and I think for the Masters, they've got to try and seize this opportunity. Yes, they've lost the toss. They've been put into bat there. But as we've seen in this tournament, sometimes scoreboard pressure means a lot.
Oh, most certainly. I mean, even yesterday when we had the Tigers playing against the Dynamos, it was the Tigers who really struggled to get to their total in the 60s. And it was the Dynamos. It wasn't easy for the Dynamos. They started off slowly. They lost a couple of wickets, and that really meant that only until they got to the second last over did they get to that score, which they felt they would have been able to chase in probably 5 or 6 overs. So it's not that easy out there when you're batting second.
You were out there just having a look at that pitch when we both were there, and I sort of assessed that there was a little bit of a darker tinge to the pitch. It looked like it had a little bit of water on it, which the groundsman said it did. So I feel it's going to be a little bit of movement. It might not come onto the bat like these teams would like. What is your assessment of that, though?
Yeah, I think yesterday the pitch was really hard and dry, and just even though it was a little bit slow, you could still get good value for your shots. The ball wasn't moving around a lot. We didn't see really too much purchase from the spinners, where they were using the arm ball a lot more, the flight that they were using. So, yeah, I think this is going to be a bit more of a challenge. It is feels a little bit damp underneath on the pitch. And overhead conditions will hopefully dry that out during the day and should make for better stroke making later on. So, yeah, it could be a little bit difficult first up.
There's Kuda. He's pushed himself or elevated himself up to the top. I think this is a good idea for him. There's Willem Menchis, the tall 22-year-old. He's going to be bowling from the tower, 7-7-7. And is that a good tournament, has Willem Menchis?
Yeah, he has had a very good tournament, as have a number of the Durbanville Dynamos bowlers. The 2 bowlers who are at the top of the stakes for them, Jody Lawrence now 10 wickets in the tournament, the highest wicket taker, and Bradley Peterson both not playing today. So an opportunity for some of the youngsters to really show their worth here as we wait for the first ball to be bowled.
Yeah, Aaron Wilk, he's going to be facing up to that first ball there from Menchis. It's a beautiful day here. A lot of cricket happening, as I said. But, yeah, places to be playing for. Playoffs beckon. Can the Masters elevate themselves into that playoff berths?
2 games to go. The maximum number of points they can get is 8, and that would pretty much secure them a place in the playoffs. But it's not going to be that easy, even against a Dynamos team that does have quite a few changes. Dynamos always seem to have a plan.
They almost seem to have players. Not just a plan. They've got loads of him. Here he comes, the big man. And I think he was through that a lot earlier.
Yeah, I thought that was a very good leave, actually.
All right. I know it's an early start here, guys. I know it's an early start, a beautiful Saturday morning.
Yeah, it certainly was. Through the shot really early. It didn't come through at all.
Well, intentions are set out here, folks. After 2 balls, the intentions of the Masters, they are going to go after the bowling here.
Yeah, that is completely obvious from what we've seen from the first 2 deliveries. Just trying to see. He is going to be keeping that outside off-stump line. This is probably why, because you've got 2 fielders out on the offside. He's got a deep third and a deep point. So he's going to be looking to play on the leg side over that inner ring.
It's good stuff so far, yeah. 3 dot balls. And already we counting the dots here. He's decided to leave that one. You can definitely see there's something happens after the ball pitches. That time it's just a hint of movement back. The ball was a bit wide to start with, so no harm there to the batter.
As you said earlier on, may just be a bit slow coming through.
Oh, it's another swing and a miss. There's another swing and a miss. We're 2 balls away here from a maiden, folks. And I tell you what, Aaron, he's trying his best to make sure it is a maiden.
Yeah, this line of attack from the ball are very, very good. And it's clear where Wilkie wants to play the ball. He just needs to keep bowling it outside that off stump.
And everything is up and running. So he's off, but he's already conceded 4 dot balls.
Yeah, that's a bit too many in the first over, and just got to adjust what your plan is as a batter when you see what the bowler's doing. Try and once again, you've got to try and hit him off the line that he's attempting to bowl so that you can just get that bit of uncertainty for him. We saw that yesterday very well what the 2 youngsters opening for the Tigers did in their match earlier on against... can't remember. That's nicely played by Kuda Samandera. That's a good shot.
Yeah, he got given a full toss there. He just wanted to see the over. So what a good over that from Menzies. Good start by the Dynamos. That is the bowling figures. Oh, apologies, that is a batting card there. As we look at all the sponsors associated with this great tournament here, the team sponsors: Billy 777, Cricket Trust of India, D247, ID 247, JSK 1, Winfair 247, World 777, and Golden 444. Also our associate sponsor, Wolf 777. Of course, our main sponsor for this tournament, Taj 777.
Yeah, none of this would be possible without their incredible support and sponsorship, as it's Louis Vandenberg who's coming into the attack.
Another big, strong man here. Another bowler. He's going to be bowling from the Gulf ticket in.
Looks like the same field here, Eugene.
Same, yeah. They're going with their try and test the 3rd man down and sweep on the offside. Here's another man hitting the deck quite hard, and through they come. I mean, this has been the impressive nature of Kuda's batting, I thought, throughout this tournament. He identifies, look, he wants to keep the scoreboard moving along. That projector score of 26, I mean, they'll probably have to quadruple that, I think.
Yeah, if they want to have any chance against this very strong Dynamos team, even though it has got a lot of changes, they are going to need to put a decent total on the board. You reckon 90, somewhere around there, is going to be a good target?
Oh, beautifully played off the hip that time by Aaron Wilk. and that's going to go through. And I mean, I hope he learns from this shot, because this was all just nice timing, class personified, not trying to muscle it. He just turned it around a corner, on she went. 4 runs.
Yeah, that's much better. He got the ball exactly where he wanted it, didn't he? He's been looking to the leg side, and he got one exactly where, and he managed to play a very good cricket shot.
Yeah, and this is what he needs to do, cricket shots. Over the top. Oh, this is going to be, oh, if it hit, it would have been gone for all money.
Yeah, it's a very risky single, and that could well have been the first wicket down.
Is that the old adage? It was such a good shot, I needed to run.
I think so. He just certainly hit it very nicely, but hit it way too hard to the man at mid-off. Just didn't manage to get the stumps with that throw.
Oh, yeah, they come through, and oh, that's good stuff that time from Aaron. Game awareness from him. He's livened up. Yeah, he's woken up as the big fella.
Yeah, I think that boundary's certainly done him good. He's got his mojo back now, and he's came through very well. That certainly was going to be a single if he was awake enough, and he was certainly in this instance.
And there you see the other side of that. There you see the other side. It was a fuller ball. It was there to be hit. Look at where this left foot goes, folks. Away from the ball, and then he just tries to swing hard on to his favorite leg side of him. Just keep your shape, man. You could have hit that over the top, no problem.
Yeah, that's what we've seen in most of the first over. And now played a good shot earlier on. In fact, 2 good shots. Just needs to get himself stabilised, maybe look to play it where the bowler is bowling it, try and knock him off his length outside the off stump. And they have made a change now to the field.
Yeah, steep square going out. Is it the double bluff? Is he going to bowl the ball shorter here? Let's see. No, it's gone full. It's gone between the legs. That's beat everything. Well, in fact, it's been given as runs there by umpire Chris Roos. Hands on heads. Teapot out. He's not sure what to do. Van der Berg.
Yeah, he just this one into the pads. You can see exactly what he was trying to do there, and just seemed to be off the leg, not rather than the bat. But he's given us runs, and it just was out of reach for the wicket keeper. And we do have a new wicket keeper in today for the men from the Durbanville Dynamos. That's Sean Dednan.
Yeah, and I think the batter was fortunate to be getting that as runs. I think it looked like it come off the back leg. But anyway, it doesn't matter. 4 runs get added to the score. In fact, Van der Berg would say, listen, he didn't get any bat on that. You've made my figures look bad now. And it's going to be Bruniger, the man from Zaman, who's going to be coming on to bowl here from the Tower 777N. No, everybody's got the waltzing feet out now.
Yes, he's got his invitation for Strictly Come Dancing in the post, I think, at the moment.
It looks like, well, the intent is there for everyone to see you from the Masters. They know they have got to try and get a victory here, so they're going to try and put these men under pressure. I mean, is that another man with a tash? I mean, they just grow the tashes out here, those Dynamos.
So. Yeah.
It's just clipped on the leg side. They're going to come back for 2.
Yeah, you can see what Breuninger's trying to do, just didn't quite execute it well there. Yesterday he had an outstanding spell in the match against the Tigers, only conceding 9 runs of his 2 overs in the middle. And he's been given the opportunity today to bowl in the power play. He's going to want to try and keep it tight.
Yeah, projector scores moved up to 64 and still climbing with the way the intent. These 2 men are going out there, Kuda and Aaron. There's it again. That time it's an edge coming towards us here. It's just going to be 1.
Yeah, but it's important. He's trying to knock Breuninger off his length. It is the right thing to do. Give the bowler something to think about.
There's our sponsors as well on the beautiful board there. showing these pictures, and it is sponsored as well by Taj 777. So I want you to explain this one. I hope we can get a replay of that last ball, because, I mean, you explained this to me. He's been trying to buff every ball out the park, and he's been dished up a half volley, and he just decides now he's going to just push it out on the offside.
Yeah, I'm just not sure whether he has that shot in his armory that to play it over the offside. The shot is there. It is available for him.
There you go. Big shot. Huge hit. Massive blow by Kuda.
Yeah, and he looked really good there. He did come towards the ball, but he was really stable in the shot. He played it absolutely beautifully, and that is just a good cricket shot.
Beautiful cricket shot. He got into such a good position. The waltzing feet came out, and he just extended his arms through the ball. Massive blow by the captain. Oh, he's going to get fortunate here. That's going to be a fortunate boundary to the captain. That's Wilmer Jones. She indicates it's 4, and this is a great way to end the power play on 27 without loss.
Yeah, they've really come good the last couple of overs with an 11, and now off this over getting 14, which really has set them on the way with their run getting today. The Masters, they have to set a total that's going to keep this Durbanville batting lineup under pressure.
Like this, I like the intent shown here. The Masters, they've come out to play, folks. Look at that. Look at those strike rates. Kuda is leader of the pack there, 200. Aaron, he's trying his best. He's on 110. There's the bowling figures. Bar Menches has went for a measly 2 runs. The rest, 11 and 14. And they're going to stick to seam. It looks like it's going to be Labuskaghni to come on to bowl here.
Yeah, Mika Labuskaghni. So we're bowling from the golf ticket end of the ground. And Eugene, it's great to see the intent here from Kuda Samandera. Really good. I mean, Aaron Wilkie as well. He's shown intent. Maybe the execution not quite been there yet. But Kuda has almost made everything happen that he's wanted to.
Isn't it great? It means a lot to them. They want to get into the playoffs. The way they're shaping up here, folks, this is why they were playing this way. They have to get a score on board to put some pressure on the Dynamos. Onto his favorite onside. They might come back for 2 here. Oh, no. Big arm on that side, but nowhere near the stumps. So I think next time the ball comes down this way, I think the skates will be on. But now Kuda, he's on strike. Now, what are we going to see from him here? We've seen him lap. We've seen him maybe try something a little bit more agricultural at times as well. Now with the field spread, how is he going to play this?
He's got the 2 men out on the leg side and 3 on the off.
Oh, it's going to be out.
No.
That's going to be out, unfortunately, there. Ball just getting big on him there, and he just didn't manage to time it, and he just finds square leg, and that's the end of a very entertaining innings set out by Kuda. He was well set. Time to go, but he has to go back now.
Yeah, and that one just got a little bit big on him. Was short pitch delivery. Didn't really come onto him as quickly perhaps as he expected it to, and hit it high on the bat, and it really was a simple catch for the man at square leg. And that really is a huge blow, you feel, for the Masters.
It is a big blow, and I mean, the way he's walking off, you can see the disappointment. I think he feels he should have put that ball away, and maybe on another day he would have, but unfortunately he couldn't execute the shot there, and it looks like Keenan Fortune's going to come out here, another youngster, more in there for his bowling, but he's got a chance here to bat. He's always shown his capabilities with a bat. Now, he loves running between the wickets, and I'm not sure he's going to get that from Aaron.
Yeah, I think this we could be seeing some run-out chances here already. I think there's been 2 that have been potential run-outs. Direct hits would have seen Wilkie run out. So it's going to be interesting to see how they manage this. Most important is to keep this momentum going now that they've had into the 3 overs as Kuda gets applause from his teammates to the right of us.
That is the big question for me. The Cape Fox, the momentum. How can they keep momentum? If they get anything near that projected score of 88, I think they're in there and thereabouts. I definitely do.
Yeah, I agree. That is going to be a difficult target to chase. We've seen that. And yesterday, it was only in the final game where the Durbanville Dynamos chased down 60, now 70 to win. But it wasn't an easy chase. And in the previous two games, score of pressure did for both the teams batting second.
You see that bounce. It's almost like a tennis ball bouncing. The ball to the keeper goes on the way down already. So that shows about the lack of pace as well. Just a little bit of moisture in the surface. I think that second match, I think we're going to be having an absolute belter. But for now, these are the conditions early doors. Dot ball. This has been a good over here by Labuschagne. Just the one run and the wicket. 2 balls to come.
Now, this is precisely what the Dynamos would have been looking for after they leaked 25 runs in the last 2 overs of the power play. And not what they would have been looking for. They pride themselves in their bowling attack.
Neatly turned and he's off the mark now. 1 ball to go. Mika Labuschagne. What an over you've put together here.
Do you think Aaron Wilkie's going to be looking to do the same?
I mean, your guess is as good as mine now. I mean, I've seen some really good shots and I've seen some shots not so good. And I think he's got to take the mantle up here now.
Yeah.
Oh, that has been clothed down here to long on. The ball didn't even make it out of the ring. So it's just going to be 1.
Well, I guess that sort of answers our question. If he had got hold of that, it's quite likely he might well have been caught.
100% there. But, I mean, this is a good opportunity for him to show us what he's got, to see how far into the last 6 overs he can bat here. We 1 over away from the strategic timeout period. And I think we're yet again round that averages that we've been talking about throughout this tournament. Look at that. Bowler number 1, bowler number 4, gone for 2 and 3. I mean, for the rest, it's been a little bit of a hit. So we're going to turn to spin, and it's going to be leg spin. It's going to be Ruder.
Yeah. Jason Ruder's going to be very interesting to see if he does get any kind of purchase on this surface.
He bowls it from quite high up, if I can recall. I think it's right up there by the 12 o'clock. Oh, that has been buffed away. It's gone. Has it gone all the way? It has. Umpire Jones gives out the horns.
Yeah, that one just in the slot for him, really, and does what he does best. Plays it into the leg side.
It's off the toe, that. Yeah. He hasn't hit that at all. Well, he's trying to go again. This time with a full toss. It's just going to be 1.
Yeah, he hit that off the toe of the bat. As you said,
Literally.
It went up high. And what power the man's got.
Literally off the toe.
Let's go, JC. This is your man.
Ah, Keen and Fortune, if I'm you, I would just get the strike back to Wilk.
Yeah, keep this strike rotating. Give him the opportunity off the spinner. Oh.
I mean, K-Fox, we've seen a lot of stuff, especially in T10 cricket.
Yeah.
When a guy is going well, give him the strike.
Yeah.
Catch!
Oh, it's played nicely into the covers, but just, I say over the head of the extra cover, and they go through for the 2. That's good running by Keegan Fortune. He was running to the danger end.
Okay, right. This is the game plan I think that they have. And I'm probably going to ask Kuda this probably at the end. It looks like it is a game plan that whoever comes in, you just got to swing hard from ball 1.
Catch! Keep it!
Here's a run out. Here is a run out. We called it. We called it, Cape Fox. We saw this a mile away.
Yeah, that was really poor cricket from the Masters there. Just chipped into the offside of a leading edge, into the offside, goes straight to the man at short extra cover. And Aaron Wilkie is not even in the frame there. And it was the Fortune's call. But he just didn't respond to it, just could not get in time, and there goes the man who was set.
Sometimes it's just rabbit in headlights there as well. And I mean, Wilkie looked like he was going to take the attack here to the spinner, and unfortunately he now has to go. That was very disappointing.
Yeah.
Would have loved to have seen him bat for another couple of overs in at least.
Yeah, you sense that had he been able to stay there, he had the opportunity, if they were just working around the singles, to at least get like one boundary and over. He's got the strength to play the ball that is, the loose delivery, which you are going to get. You are going to get one or two loose deliveries in and over. Make the most of it, and being run out is just not the thing that you want if you're out there in the middle.
That's the nature of the run out for me. And it just looked like it was a tap and go situation there. And you just need to reel yourself in, take a couple of breaths and set yourself. It just looked a lot hassle, a lot rush, a lot just being haste. I think we soon going to be going into that golf ticket strategic timeout period here, and it's going to be an interesting chat from both camps there. Sean Ackerman and Robin van Harten will certainly have their work cut out there during this 2-minute period of play. Oh, it's going to be another wide. That's going to be a wide. I'm not sure why you got your hands on your head there, Rhoda. That is wide.
I thought maybe he felt it had touched the pad, but I think it was just off the wicketkeeper that it deflected. And man there at the crease now with Keegan Fortune is Ashley Cupido.
Yeah, they go again. So they come through for that. Is that a run? It looks like it's a run given.
A run, yeah.
So that is going to bring us, as umpire indicates there, the golf ticket strategic timeout.
जी हाँ दोस्तों, 5वें ओवर की समाप्ति के बाद अब समय हो चुका है गल्फ टिकट स्ट्रेटेजिक टाइम आउट का। जैसा कि हम देख सकते हैं, गल्फ टिकट द्वारा स्पॉन्सर्ड हमारी ड्रिंक्स कार्ट अब मैदान में आ रही है और दोनों टीमों के खिलाड़ियों को रिफ्रेशमेंट्स देगी। अपने दर्शकों को ये मैं याद दिला देना चाहता हूं कि गल्फ टिकट है यूएई का सबसे ज्यादा भरोसेमंद ऑनलाइन लॉटरी ड्रॉ। ये है फुली रेगुलेटेड, रजिस्टर्ड एंड ऑथराइज्ड लॉटरी ड्रॉ फ्रॉम यूएई। आप अभी gulfticket.com पे जाके अपनी किस्मत का खेल खेल सकते हैं। जी हाँ दोस्तों, gulfticket.com पे जाएं, वहां पे लॉग इन करें, अपना अकाउंट खोलें और खेलिए अपनी किस्मत का खेल। अपने सपनों को उड़ान भरिए और मौका दीजिए अपनी जिंदगी को बदलने का gulfticket.com के साथ। गल्फ टिकट की टैगलाइन है शेयरिंग मिलियन स्माइल्स, और ऐसे ही करोड़ों लोगों के चेहरों पे मुस्कुराहट लाने के बाद गल्फ टिकट आपकी जिंदगी में भी खुशियां भर सकता है। आपको केवल ये करना है कि gulfticket.com पे जाएं, वहां पे अपना अकाउंट खोलें और हिस्सा लें गल्फ टिकट के वीकली ऑनलाइन लॉटरी ड्रॉज में। बिल्कुल दोस्तों, गल्फ टिकट सिर्फ एक प्लेटफॉर्म नहीं है, ये है एक सिम्फनी ऑफ होप, एक कैनवस ऑफ पॉसिबिलिटीज, एक टेस्टमेंट है पावर ऑफ ड्रीम्स के लिए। अब समय बर्बाद ना करें, तुरंत जाइए gulfticket.com पे और खेलिए अपनी किस्मत का खेल, क्योंकि गल्फ टिकट ही है यूएई का।
It is the match between the Tiger Tigers, sponsored by Golden 444, and the Stanford Insane, sponsored by Cricket, a trust of India. That is match 24. That's coming up later on, folks. Another intriguing contest awaits us. One of them will most certainly book their place in that playoff. But here, sort of evenly poised at this stage, the Cape Fox.
Yeah, I think so. It's probably with that wicket of Wilkie in the last over, you just sense maybe that the advantage might be with the Dynamos, but it's very even. 41 for 2 is pretty much a par score after 5 overs that we've seen in the tournament. So if they can convert that into 80 to 90, you think it's going to be more difficult for the Dynamos to chase?
Oh, they'll take that projected score. Is that what he's saying? 82, happy days, give us that. Let's go and have a bowl. Ashley Cupido, he's going to be facing up here to Daniel Lateghan. Very talented kid now. He's going to be bowling some offies. Oh, got a turn. Oh, he's been given and actually walks as well. Yeah. Oh, what a start there by Daniel Lateghan. A little bit of purchase there.
Yeah, beautiful delivery. Just put it on the money first up, and he bowled really well yesterday. Let's have a look at this again. He comes in, he's a tall man. He gets that drift in, and it just does go away slightly, and he gets the edge. Well taken behind.
I was just about to say, how's this catch by Dednam? Look at that there. Oh, he snaffled it.
Yeah, outstanding stuff. How? I don't know. It's almost that he held it with the one hand and he managed to get the other one up just in time to stop it from falling out. But it really was a very good delivery first up, as we see probably one of the better batters for the Masters coming out now, Keenan Dalwhite. He's been in pretty good form. Try and see if we have his numbers.
Yeah, exactly. He's got to come and really stay here with Keegan Fortune. There's his average there. Well, he hasn't been out. Well, he must have been out just the once, because he's got an average of 51, striking at 112. I mean, that's not bad going as well. And I think if he goes about that here, he'll definitely give his team a chance to post something around that 80 mark.
Yeah, he certainly has got the ability to do that. This young man who's bowling to him now, Daniel Lateghan, I'd say yesterday, incredibly impressive in the 2 matches that he played in. And the double-header yesterday for the Dynamos, and he's made his mark already. That, you feel, was a very important wicket.
And struck with his first ball. The words there of Sean Ackerman at the strategic timeout period must have gone well. I mean, these players, I know it was 5 overs. They must have enjoyed that water break as well.
Yeah, very hot out there. It's going to be even hotter a little bit later on. Now,
where did that come off? Umpire Chris Russ, our eyes on you. Oh, he says there must have been a little bit of a scratch there.
That's interesting. Thought maybe it was a little bit of pad down the leg side, but they all count. I'd be happy to take whatever runs are on offer.
Oh, that's going to be a wide. Well done there again by the keeper, moving swiftly to the leg side there. Sounds of Creed there by the umpire Chris Russ.
Yeah, there's certainly gripping in the surface, and he's getting a lovely amount of grip and turn. Is Daniel Lateghan. He's got a very nice action. I think he really has.
Beautiful action that allows him even to get the bounce as well. There's the bounce. There's the bounce.
And that was completely did for Keenan Dalwhite. Just bounced right up into the body. And I don't know how they're going to be able to negate this turn and bounce from Lateghan. It's going to be interesting to see what they are able to do.
Oh, if you can't play it the right way, you've got to try him the reverse. Unfortunately, Keegan, you went for the reverse, mate.
Yeah, that's a risky shot, playing against the turn and against the bounce. He's getting the drift he's getting. That's more like it. So will they get through for 2? They should easily.
And the throw was under pressure there, and it's a wild throw as well. And I mean, begs the question, why go for the reverse if you can just stuck it onto the onside like that and run 2?
Yeah, absolutely right, Eugene. There's a time and a place to play the reverse. Also, you do have a man there at short third, so you get it slightly wrong and you could well be on your way back to the pavilion, either caught or with the situation where you missed the ball completely. So 6 bowlers used so far for the Dynamos. And there's been some very good bowling efforts there. Lateghan, the most recent one, Mikkel Labuskachny and Willem Mankies, all having bowled particularly well so far.
They bowled well, and they're turning to that tall man there, Menchie's, to bowl this all-important 7th over as well. And he's already acting like a traffic cop there, pointing in the directions where he wants his fielders to go. He only conceded 2 runs off his first over. I mean, let's see how this pitch plays now. About the 7th over with this ball as well. Is it still going to have something in it? Oh, it certainly has. It has. It has. Question answered, Huge. Question answered.
Yeah, you got your answer sooner than you thought you might. That is an absolute corker of a delivery. Look at that. Just hits the seam and completely does for Keenan White. It's a beauty.
It's going to be there all day, folks. It's going to be there all day, especially for this morning game at least. Oh, here's the shy. Not there anyway.
Yeah, that's better. It's good ball. Probably the length there, just perhaps a little bit fuller than he would have liked, Mankies, but White played that pretty well out into the offside, and they're going to want to just keep the strike rotating if they can't hit the boundaries.
That is the key. That is the key. Therein lies the big talking point. Can they keep the momentum of just singles and twos? Down the leg side by Menzies. He's not going to be happy about that at all.
Yeah, this not what we normally see from Durbanville Dynamos. They've been very good with the extras generally across the tournament. It just needs to... Perhaps he got a bit excited there about the seam that he was getting off the pitch. Just tried it a little bit too hard.
I mean, I've got people in my ears saying exactly what I would love to say, but I can't say. I'm not sure. Yeah, it just calls for some calm heads out there, Mr. Fortune.
Yes, and Fortune may favour the brave, or being brave may favour Fortune, but it isn't helping him. He's not getting the runs from that type of shot.
Wide. That's going to be wide. That's going to be Sounds of Creed. There we come. Arms wide open.
Yeah, Wilmer Jones getting a fair amount of work to do in this over from Willem Mankies. He'll want to pull this back. He's been a bit both sides of the wicket in this over. Unusual for him, it must be said.
Very. And it just calls out there to bowl a good line and length, because there's a lot in this pitch for him. Oh, run-out opportunity again. Oh, they keep missing the stumps, the Purple Brigade here.
Yeah, they're not able to make those fielding attempts work for them today. It's been I think that's probably the third attempt, Eugene, they've had, and a good attempt, and he would have been well out of his ground had that hit. It wasn't even in the frame.
It's a great effort. I mean, they're diving around there. Oh, that's in the air. Is it going to get there? No, it's in that place called No Man's Land once again. So they're going to come back, or they're just going to go for the one.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of balls land in those areas. Batters not quite getting hold of the ball well enough to get caught. And it is Mankies who's going to have the last ball here of the 7th over. And overall, that would probably take that over if you're a Durbanville Dynamos captain. Just singles and a couple of wides.
Yeah, it's still very indifferent there. There's a lot in this pitch. From what I'm seeing here, Cape Fox, there's certainly a lot of bounce. It's almost like a bit of tennis ball bounce when that ball pitches and the ball sort of balloons up after it pitches. That's what we say is tennis ball bounce. I mean, who's he going to... He can throw the ball to anyone. I mean, take your pick there. He's going to keep Daniel Lategan on... But there is the leading wicket takers. Jody Lawrence, the Dynamos speedster. He's on top, followed by his spin twin, Bradley Peterson, in second position.
Going to be the young man Lategan to continue, and that, not surprisingly, after his last over, he's looking a really good young cricketer, Daniel Lategan. He's batted well yesterday as well in both of his innings.
He's tried it about 3 or 4 times, and it hasn't come up. Try something else.
Yeah, that's 3 or 4 dot balls then that you really can't afford to have, and it's not a percentage shot on this type of pitch.
That's outside the off stump. That hit him outside the off stump. It just looks like he's sticking or twisting. Yeah, I'm not sure which way he's going. I'm not sure the game plan here from the batter. This time he goes right across. Yeah, well outside the line of off stump. Easy decision there for umpire Chris Russ.
But the reason he missed that, probably he's not playing it with a straight bat. It was really a cross bat and a bleak bat. He's not going to get any joy that way.
Oh. Another appeal. Not sure what that one's for.
That was bat before wicket, I think.
I don't know. I mean, they might as well appeal for anything.
Just a single. Latakan in first 3 balls of his over, just gone for 2. He's been economical. And now he does play the reverse, and he does get it down to the man at deep backward point, and that is just the single.
It's drying up here. It's drying up. The momentum is going away here from the Milnerton Masters.
Yeah. Oh, he has a full go, and that's been missed by the wicketkeeper, and that is going to be bonus buys for them.
Bonus indeed. Bonus, bonus, bonus. The Masters, they'll be enjoying that. The Dynamos, not so much. Again, stepping across as one of those. That actually went the other way, folks.
I think it hit something on the pitch there, maybe, in the footholes.
You're not giving him credit. Maybe he bowled a little bit of a seamer there.
Maybe
Give him some credit.
Maybe he bowled the deuce-ray. You never know.
That's up in the air. It's going to land in that position called no man's land once again. Come through for 1. That's the end of the over. 2 overs to go here. 2 overs to go. Where can they get to? These men, the Masters, they have got to put their foot down here. I'm not sure who else can come in and wheel the willow, but somebody here has got to do it. The strike rate of 60. That's not what you want. And even Mr. Keenan Dalwar, he's striking at just above 70 there. And, I mean, these bowlers have done a sterling job. So who's going to be bowling this all-important over here? It looks like it is going to be Louis van der Berg.
Yeah, be his second over, Louis van der Berg. And they need to score, at least you think, Eugene. I mean, 10 and over at an absolute minimum here.
Minimum. Absolute minimum.
I mean, anything around the 80 target, you believe that the Dynamos have got the batting lineup to get there.
I'm not sure where they're going to get 10 and over from, but that's what they need.
Yeah, boundaries have been really hard to come by. And it's been some good bowling from the Dynamos. Let's see what Van den Berg can do on this over.
Starts with a slower ball, end up a full toss. There goes one batter steaming down the runway. The other one is just loping. All in all, it's just a single.
Yeah, you touched on a really good point there in terms of what your plan is. I mean, you can't have one batter who's running fast and the other one just jogging through. You've got to have a plan put in place as to what you want to do.
Well, the other guy has just exerted so much energy, and the other one has just said, nah, I'll just sort of stroll to the other side. There it is, a little bit of a flick, and that's going to be a well-deserved boundary. That time, folks, I will say that was well played. He read the bounce that these bowlers are getting, got onto the outside of that ball, and look, just flicked it over fine leg. That is a good shot.
Yeah, couldn't agree with you more. He really knew where the field was. He was able to place that one very nicely over the man at short fine. And the ball was certainly there to do that with. Let's see what he's going to give us now. Maybe he is emboldened by that shot.
It's just no feet there. There's literally no feet, just swinging their hands through it. Doesn't look like somebody that loves coming forward to the ball or even back. He's just sort of riding it like he showed in the previous ball. So not much foot movement needed for those type of shots. But when you really want to play the cut and sort of drive full, you got to get those feet moving.
Yeah, you've got to be more. He's not really balanced in the crease at all. So, yeah. That was very interesting all around, that one. So not quite sure what he was trying to do there. That ball so wide outside off stump, still trying to play it to the leg side.
The boundary, Cape Fox, followed by 2 dots. You can't have that happen. Again, just swinging from the hip there. Only 6 boundaries in this game, 4 4s and 2 6s.
Yeah, it's really just not enough, you feel. They got a lot of those during the power play overs. The sixes hit by that strong man was both Samandero and by Wilkie with the 2 sixes. So that's a long time ago. And they haven't really been able to build on that power play of 27 when they were batting at 9 and over.
Again, just clipping that away here onto the onside. They haven't gone for Yorkers, the Dynamos.
Yeah.
They've certainly just gone to digging the ball into the surface a little bit so you can set yourself for that. That's the over done and dusted. 68 there, only 7 coming off that over. I mean, they have to get a minimum of 12 runs here, one would have thought, in this final over. They've got to get to that 80 just for that psychological boost.
Yeah, 80 must be the absolute minimum that they're looking for. I think interesting you mentioned there, Eugene, that they've been bowling it into the pitch. They certainly did that yesterday as well and proved very successful. There was a bit of variation as well from the paces, which really helped towards the end.
It's something that Fritz de Beer, the captain of the Dynamos, he's not playing today. He said that they've got burly men. They've got men that he feels hit the deck quite hard, and they're certainly getting a lot out of this pitch, what the other teams don't. So they don't have to resort to cutters or Yorkers as such. Just bowling the hard length, as we call it, and it's been very successful for them. Now then, Bruniger. That's an appeal again. It's a very polite appeal, and again they're going to squeeze through for a single. Yeah,
another leg by, and just the singles are not really cutting it for the Masters at the moment. 75, if they just carry on like this, 80 absolute minimum.
Oh, we'll look at what the Dynamos have in their batting lineup today, but they've been good with the ball in hand. There's Mr. Fortune again. He's looking for that one once again.
Yeah, this time the ramp shot. He's trying to get that over the man at short fine, and he just makes absolutely no contact. He's not in a position to play that at all. He's moving as he's trying to play the shot. And hopefully he's learning something from this innings out there. 14 off 20.
He's played it 5 times.
Yeah. And when you can play a shot like that and get a single every single ball, why do you want to be doing what he has been doing?
Cape Fox, I mean, you can describe that to me a little bit more. But anyway, we've got 3 balls to go. Scores on 70. They've got to score there. Hopefully that they can challenge this team, this Dynamos team. Again, clipped out. Captain Leon Leroux. He's another one that's got a strong arm. Gets the ball across there to the keeper. So it's another 1. So this over has just gone for 3 runs. One of them being a leg by.
Yeah, final over of the innings. And there just has been no acceleration. 18 runs only so far in the 3 overs since the end of over 7.
Oh, there we go. Now, this begs a question. Why hit the ball behind square when you can hit the ball in front of square so well?
Yeah, I don't know the answer to that. And look at that. He was better set with that, even though he had to reach for it. Just felt he wasn't on the move at all. He had his head steady. He was steady in the crease. And you really nailed it there, Eugene.
All right, last ball of the innings. That has been clocked. Yeah, they're going to run 2, most definitely. I'm telling you they'll run 2. Here comes a throw, and they make 2. So they're going to finish on 77 for 3 in there. A lot of 10 overs. It's been an innings that showed a lot of promise at one stage as well. Really just didn't get anything going. 24 runs again in the last 3 overs again there, going at 8. And that's why... There you have it, folks, a run rate of just under 8. They're going to require 78 for victory. What's your thoughts on that 10 overs there, the Cape Fox?
Yeah, I think they've certainly missed out on a number of opportunities. The run out of Wilkie, I think, quite crucial in the fact that it took a lot of the big sort of muscle and hitting out of their armory. And it was then really just the opportunity for the batters lower down. So Fortune and... who got 21 off 23 eventually, and Keenan Dale White to just really knock the ball around and just didn't really ever get on top of the bowling fully, you didn't feel?
No, they haven't. If you look at those strike rates there, it just shows they couldn't even go at a run a ball. Those two there, Fortune and Dalwai, and they were really curtailed here by this Dynamos side. But the interesting thing is this dot ball column there, 9, 12, 15, 20, 22 dot balls. 22 dot balls out of a total of 60 balls bowled to you. That is massive. If you take half of those balls and turn them into singles, they're up there at 88.
Yeah, and that then becomes psychologically a much more difficult target to chase.
Yeah, that is definitely. There's a match summary. But for now, let's take us to the highlights of that first innings.
I'm here with Angelo Yatsis from the Durbanville Dynamos. Angelo, game for you, did a big game for you today to try and keep that winning streak going.
Of course, yeah. Guys have been playing very good cricket. Guys are obviously coming into their own, showing the talent out there, and obviously we're very privileged to be in enjoying the tournament.
Yeah, it's been a very good run for you, 5 on the trot, and looking forward to making this 6, I'm sure.
Of course, yeah, we are going to come hard. We obviously know Milnerton as being one of our local clubs. A little bit of camaraderie out there, a little bit of bragging rights afterwards when we all get together. So yeah, very looking forward to it and going for the 6, definitely.
A few changes for your team today, and looking forward to giving some youngsters a chance to have a go.
Of course, yeah. Obviously, Durbanville having quite a bit of depth. We want to make the use of everybody. I think everybody right now is sort of equi-strength, and we need to make use of all the boys as we gear up for those semis and finals. And, of course, for these guys, it means a lot to take the stage with some of these guys, and definitely looking forward to seeing some of the youngsters showing their talent.
Thank you very much for chatting to us.
Thanks, James. Thanks for having me.
Okay, we're going to be chatting to Keenan Dalwai of Milnerton Masters. I'm good, thank you. Keenan, how are you doing?
Yeah, I'm good, I can't complain.
Excellent. Looking forward to today's game?
Yes, I am. It's really hot, but I think the Millies guys, we got it under control. I think we can take this game and take the win.
Yeah, you're looking forward. You need to get that win so you can book a place potentially in the qualifiers?
Yes. We need a win. We need to get a good net run rate. So, yeah, the boys are up for the challenge.
You've been doing well with the bat as well in the tournament. How are you feeling headed today?
I'm feeling quite good. I feel like I hit my form quite well. Let's see if I can continue that journey.
Wonderful. Wish you all the best for the match ahead. Thanks, Keenan. Well, that's all from our chat with the players.
Next match coming up for you folks. It is the match beer between the Tygerberg Tigers, sponsored by Golden 444. They're up against the Strandfontein Saints, sponsored by Crickada Trust of India. That match happening later on, local time, 1:30 p.m. And now probably it's going to be an absolute scorcher when this game comes about. And the wicket will probably be dried out and will be a very, very good pitch. So here we have it. There you see the target. 78 needed by this Dynamos team. And I think I'm bringing back the Cape Fox here. It shouldn't be a problem, should it? It should not be a problem for those purple turtles over there, should it?
I wouldn't have thought so. The batting lineup that they have is good enough to get to this target of 78. It's going to require, like we always say, probably needs one person or maybe two people to bat for an amount of time in the innings, and then you're going to set yourself up to get to the target around 80. So
the spinners came to the fore there in that innings. Who's going to be bowling spin here for the Masters? Sure, Josh Caleb van Oudtshoorn, he'll be one of them. And I hope that the seamers have seen the way the Dynamos have bowled here. They've got to try and bowl a good line and length and just allow the pitch to be doing its work.
Yeah, it'll be Kieran Patterson as well that they're going to be relying on. So they've got two left-arm spinners in Calvin Tanner and Ashley Cupido.
Sorry, Cape Fox, I'm moving. I'm moving. It's far too hot for me.
It is really, really boiling out here today. And
it also gets me away from the Dynamos. Don't want to be too close to them.
Yeah, we have the Dynamos dressing room just to our right here. And you will no doubt hear their applause should their batters be getting over the line here today.
Well, here we go. It is Daniel Lateghan who is going to be coming out to face the music here. And with him, it is going to be Heine Oudendal. So now then, Daniel Lateghan coming up top. One feel he is the danger man here for the Masters. They need to get rid of him very quickly.
Yeah, he is certainly a player in form. Yesterday, when the chase in that final game against the Tigers was faltering slightly, came in and really took the game away from the Tigers almost immediately by playing just very good cricket shots. Played 2 sixes down the ground, which were absolutely outstanding. And just looking at the confidence of the young man, he certainly is a key cog in this Dynamos batting lineup.
Is it going to have the conditions here for him to do that? Look at that strike rate from Oudendal, 161.
Oh, they'll be very happy with that today. And one of those innings again of 31 not out. And I'm sure we'll see Lateghan's numbers at some stage on the screen. There we go.
I'm sure those men from the Dynamos, they're ordering their shirts about extra small because those shirts are very, very tight. I mean, the muscles on these boys. I mean, really now. There he is, Daniel Lateghan, 171.
Yeah, he's done really well.
It's Tom Ellis.
It's Tom Ellis Cole, and we know how effective he can be if the ball is moving, both off the seam and through the air. It certainly is a youngster that gets a lot of shape.
He does get the shape, and he will get and exploit any bit of movement out there. This kid, the man with the same body, with the same name, Tom Ellis Cole. What a name. What a name.
Oudendal is to take first strike.
Oh, he's gone. First ball. He has gone. Wow. First ball. We said there was a little bit of tennis ball bounce. First up, he hits his straps and the easiest of catches. And look at those men. They're joyous.
Well, that is an incredible start from Tom Ellis Cole. Look at this, and it just absolutely just spits on him like a cobra. And that goes up, and that is not a difficult catch at all for Kuda Samandera.
Well, he's got to go back. And now what this does for the rest of the Dynamos batters, folks, are they going to get on that front foot as early as that? That certainly had that tennis ball bounce we spoke about, and that ball leaped up and hit the gloves. And the easiest of catches as the captain, Leon Leroux, he comes to the middle.
Yeah, we haven't seen any of that. I mean, he just got it on a length, didn't he? And it just pitched up, bounced violently off that length. What a good shot.
So
what a good ball.
What you could also get here, Cape Fox, sorry to interrupt you there, is that maybe from the first inning there was a little bit of a divot that was there, and maybe he's been so good, Alice Cole, and maybe he hit that divot as well. And sometimes you do get that. You either get it to roll, or in that case you get it to steep up with some bounce as well.
But the big thing is, first up, he was on the mark, on the money, and the ball and the pitch did the rest for him.
Get a slip in. Surely, get a slip in.
Yeah, you'd sense that there's something happening here to get. And he's got the movement as well. That one was really just the bounce that beat the batter. Could be an interesting contest, this.
It's down the leg side. It's going to be Sons of Creed here. That's going to be wide. I mean, it doesn't swing from outside leg stump, surely.
No, he's going to be a bit upset with himself after that one. He did so well with that first delivery. Just needs to not get too excited about what's happening out there on the pitch.
Yeah, that's what's going to come here. It's not going to be easy. It doesn't look like it's going to be an easy chase here, folks. 77 from 59. That's going to be another Sounds of Creed. Another Sounds of Creed coming here. Arms wide. There we go.
There we go. Yeah. And Wilmer Jones getting plenty of exercise in this first over. And really has been a bit of a curate's egg this so far. Been the one brilliant delivery and then two wides down both sides of the wicket. Yeah. But there is swing out there for him.
There is swing. He's got to just find it. Bowl the ball on a length. Bowl the ball on the length, kid. Not great real pace.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a first run off the bat, and that's a little bit slower there. It came through to Leon Leroux, and they're off the mark, off the bat now. The Dynamos, 75 and 58. And Lateghan, it's going to be swinging into the left-hander from Tom Ellis-Cole. It's going to be interesting to see if he can get himself on the money to the left-hander straight up.
That's going to be over the point fielder by Lateghan. And they come back for two. And he will still be showing the intent that he's shown throughout this tournament. Lateghan.
Yeah, he's not going to hold back, and he works to a plan. Daniel Lateghan, he plays very good cricket shots. That one was a little bit wide, but he just still managed to get that over the infield.
So they're going to change the field here. So they're going to have a long on in place. They brought the man at deep mid-wicket. He's now in the ring, so they got a sweep on the offside. That's good from the youngster, just nudging it down the ground for, whoa, it's a misfield. And to make matters worse, it's gone for four.
And that, when you are defending a total like 78, you cannot afford that to happen in the field.
If you're a Masters fan, don't keep your eye on this. Oh, he never got down to that ball whatsoever.
No, completely nutmegged himself there, did Wilkie.
It's good game awareness this by these two, and they are aware that the ring fielders are on the ring, so it's a one every time they hit the ball to them. What an eventful first over this has been. Wicket with the first ball.
Yeah, we've seen everything so far, I think. And wickets, wides, runs, misfields, and Leon Leroux really was excellent running from him, that previous delivery.
Yeah, again, a ball with that tennis ball bounce, and that's finally the end of the over. And Mr. Lateghan, he has joined a few men that have scored over 100 runs, and he is up there now, striking at 233. And this one's still early days because it's just one over gone. He's got his captain with him, Leon Leroux, also there. That was a very, very interesting over bowled there by Tom Ellis-Cole. That is the leading run scorers there. Shaden Henderson, he's top of the pops with 125, but now it is Daniel Lateghan. He has gone to 100. That hasn't been updated, but he's also in the hundreds there.
Yeah, so number 5 on that list. He stays at the moment, but if he just needs another 3 runs to equal Kuda Samundero. And the young man on strike now again, as we got coming in from the
Mr. Wessels.
Golf ticket end. Oh, right, it is indeed.
Mr. Wessels, he had a good outing. Look at that economy rate, 3.5. Oh, what the Masters would do to have him repeat that dose.
Yeah, and this is just his second game. And he came in for that game, which in fact was the one that the Masters did win. And he was exceptionally good in that one, 2 for 7 off his 2 overs. And yeah, as you say, Eugene, they'll be looking for more of that today.
Oh, that is an edge, is it? And the keeper was going down the leg side. He had no price because the outside head took it past him.
Yeah, he comes dance away. He doesn't dance down the wicket. He purposefully walks down the wicket. He knows exactly where he wants to play that, but he just closes the face a little bit too early on the shot. And can't play it over that mid-wicket region, but gets the 4 anyway. Lateghan just a shade fortunate there.
Full toss. Where the Masters going to find a way to bring this back. 64 runs needed from 53. I think that's going to change now to 63 from 52. There we go.
Yeah, current run rate 11.25. They'll be looking here, will the Dynamos, to get a really good power play under their belt, just so that they can then take a little bit of pressure off themselves, perhaps in the middle overs.
There's so much in this pitch, Cape Fox, that it's just calling out for people just to be bowling a line and length. There we see a line, there we see a length, there we see a play and miss.
Yeah, and just that little bit of shape as it goes through to the wicketkeeper. Some late, very late shape. He pitched that one up a little bit more. I'm sure Leon Leroux's eyes sort of lit up a bit there. Wasn't quite out far enough to play the shot.
There we go. Now we're seeing something now. 2 dot balls. Now we're seeing a selection of them.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure building. You don't want to concede too many dot balls in the power play. Fielders are on the edge of the ring, most of them. There's man sort of shortish in at mid-wicket, otherwise, and at extra cover. Otherwise, they're all on the edge of the ring.
Oh, it's another misfield, folks. It's going to be just the one.
Yeah, went straight through the man at that short extra cover position. But still, good over so far from Rostel Wessels. Just the 6 off it. The question now is, can he finish it well? Lateghan, we know he's going to be intent on playing his shots.
Here he comes. And that's how you put the team under pressure. Running hard. They trying to affect the run out. Unfortunately, another misfield, and they ruin these moments. And could have spoke about the fielding in numerous occasions. Just need to get their fielding right, and it's costing them a little bit here.
Yeah, so 18 for 1 after 2, so they'd be happy, I would think, at 9 and over. That's where they would want to be. I think they want to finish this power play well, though. They'd be looking at probably about 30, you'd think. We'll see who's going to be coming in to bowl for the men from the Masters is a change of bowling as well.
It's Keegan Fortune coming on the left-arm seamer now. What you'll get from him is a licorice of all sorts. He might start bowling over the wicket. Yeah, he might come around the wicket for a ball. He might bowl a cutter. He might bowl a slower ball bouncer. I mean, he's got everything. Just needs to pick the right time to bowl it. But he's going to be bowling that all-important power play over here that ends the power play. But, I mean, it just shows how good the Masters batted. They were at 27 without loss.
Yeah, and they got off to a real flyer. It was Samandero and Wilkie that really did play some big shots early on.
Oh, beautiful cricket shot that there. Leon Leroux.
Yeah, you cannot bowl there, though, on any pitch, let alone this pitch.
I'm going to come back to you. I mean, because K-Fox, you've watched a lot of cricket here, and the Masters are a team that set the field with sweepers outside and getting them to bowl the channel. There was a channel ball, but there was no sweep on the offside.
Yeah, if you're going to be bowling there, absolutely, you have to have some protection.
No, that's his hit down the ground. Long on is coming around. How's the fielding that time? They're going to come back for two, so the fielding is good. I mean, you can't preach one word and then do another.
No, you can't. I think the important thing here, again, that was that one, the first one short and wide, the second one sort of over-pitched and was a good shot down the ground, just a push almost down the ground for two. So what's he going to give now? Because it has been a bit varied up until now.
He's around the wicket, firstly. He's around the wicket.
Yeah.
It didn't take long. Third ball around the wicket. That's a dot ball, so I'll tell you what, he's going to stay there. Now, this is a much better sort of angle of attack if you don't have a sweep on the offside. However, there is no one at deep square. Well,
no,
as I say that, folks, the third man comes out, and would you believe it, deep square goes onto the boundary.
There we go. I think Kuda's got an earpiece there, Eugene, listening to your commentary here.
It's just the one, so no harm done there.
Long on, cow corner.
Yeah, and it's been a good comeback in the last two deliveries from Keegan Fortune. Didn't start off that well. 2 balls left in the over. Latakhan on strike. I think he'll be looking to get a boundary at least off one of these 2 deliveries.
You're going to get the waltzing field out. He's going to waltz down the pitch.
I think so. I think we're going to see this in 3-4 time coming down the pitch.
You don't need to go down the pitch. He just stands and delivers. That's gone for horns. That's gone for 6.
What an incredible shot. Really great cricket shot here. And just stands so firm and steady in his stance. And we've seen him do this so often in the tournament.
If we had a side view of where Latakhan stood there, he's way outside his crease there. And he just hits that. He's buffed that over cover. Huge hit. I tell you what, Cape Fox, you the man that loves that. I tell you why. Because that made some sound of the bat, that did.
Oh, wasn't that just so beautiful? Just love that sound off the bat. And he's done exactly what he's able to do. He hit him over, extra cover for a 6 the ball before. And what does Keegan Fortune do? He pulls back his length and he hammers him over the leg side boundary.
I mean, you can't be bowling that length to a man of Daniel Latakhan at any stage, let alone in T10 cricket, because he's buffing that all over the place. Look at that for an equation. 41 from 42 balls. I mean, really now, this should be a walk in the park. But come on, the Masters, they've got to find a way to curtail this.
Yeah, and they're giving that ball again to Rostel Wessels. He's been their most effective bowler when he has played for them. He's going to be trying to do something here. If I was Leroux, I'd just be wanting to get off strike and give the strike to Daniel Latakhan.
almost bowled him. What a delivery that was. A Yorker.
Oh, absolutely brilliant execution from Wessels. And LaRue has to make his way back. It just nailed into the bottom of middle and off stump. Off stump goes out of the ground. In fact, he might have got a little touch on that, but it was going to hit leg stump anyway. What a beautiful delivery.
Beautiful delivery indeed, Cape Fox. It might have had a little bit of hint away shape there as well as Wolf. 7 bags, another wicket. And that's the end of the captain, Leon LaRue's got to go.
And Wessels does the job for his captain now. He's the one that he threw the ball to. Give him a second over. He knows wickets absolutely crucial to be able to put the brakes on the scoring, as it's going to be Angelo Yatsis. He's going to be going out to the middle, the accomplished batter as well, and he's going to be joining Daniel Lartakhan. And could this be a wicket that, crucially, this maybe puts the brakes on the score, on the scoring?
Yeah, the Tash, he's in now, the Tash man. Again, he's taking his time to get out there. I mean, he really should get his skates out. I mean, next time they can give him the golf cart to go out there. He really takes an absolute age to get out to the middle.
And he's joining a man who's on 26 off just 8 deliveries and strike rate of over 300. Eugene, those 2 massive sixes just changed the momentum of the game. And how great is this game? Changed the momentum those last 2 balls. And then suddenly, Wessels comes in and takes a wicket with his first ball.
Well, they 10 runs to the good after the first 3 overs here, the Dynamos, compared to where the Masters were. They have got their work cut out there. If they have any price, any thoughts of a playoff berth, they have to get into the positives here.
Yeah, field is set to be bowling really onto the offside.
Oh, it's going to go for a quick single. They're trying to stop that. And I like this idea. They had a slip in. They had 5 men in the ring. They're trying their best here, the Masters. It's something that we haven't seen from any of the teams once they get a new batter on strike.
Well, certainly with Wessels getting that ball to move away from the right-hander, you feel that was a good option for them. For Lartakhan, they're not going to be as generous in terms of the ring of fielders on the offside. They are, though, they do have 3 fielders outside the ring on the offside. This is going to be outside off stump, you feel.
Oh, that's going to be clocked, and that's going to be safe. And that's going to be 1 run. Oh, that's now... It seems like the tide has come in here. The tide has come in here after 3 overs here at Cape Fox.
Whoa, this is really interesting stuff. That was so close to being Lartakhan's wicket. Just needs cool heads out there now. You feel just a couple of overs, get themselves settled, just nudge it around. If it's there to hit, that's fine. But that one was not really there for him. It was a little bit too full to be playing that shot.
So field spread again. They just got the 4 in the ring. That's nicely played there by the Tashman. It's just for 1. Oh, this game is melting. This game is melting. It's simmering here, folks. It is simmering. 38 from 38.
Yeah, runner ball is all that's needed. So it's just keeping calm here and making sure you're just ticking that strike over. Pick up the 2s where you can. There's 2s definitely available in the leg side here for Lartakhan.
Lartakhan is the key here. He is the key. He's holding things nicely here. He's sitting on 28 of just 10 deliveries.
Yeah, and that is some strike rate of 280. And he's shown what he's capable of. He can play really good cricket shots. Got a good old head on his young shoulders, most certainly when he's out there batting.
Yeah, he just guides that again.
He's got that Mackay and Tini shot sorted completely.
Oh, he's
there,
got it
Angelo.
sorted.
Yeah,
He's got it sorted there. I mean, you're comparing him to one of the greats.
Absolutely. I mean, who will ever forget that that glide down to third man?
100%. 100%. There we have it. The Manhattan. or skyscrapers or bungalows, depending on which over you're looking at. There's definitely a few wrecking balls there. And there is the worm. It's a little bit separated there at birth, but they're finding a way to sort of get together here.
Yeah, 36 of 36. That's an easy calculation for anybody to do. The men out in the middle, even though they did lose that wicket, to manage to get 5 singles off that previous over from Wessels, and he's out of the attack now. So probably one of the most dangerous bowlers as we've got spin.
Yeah, it's Josh, Caleb van Oonsorn, I think, is it? No, it's not. It's Tanner. Tanner's going to be bowling. So when is Josh going to be bowling as well? I think it could be spin.
Yeah.
So some left-arm spin here first, folks.
And we've also got Kieran Patterson, who's in the team. Tall man, also bowls some off spin. Not sure if they're going to turn to him. I suppose they'll be wondering what's going to happen now with the spinners.
We'll take that, John, sir. Thank you.
I mean, the oohs and ahs by the men to the right here after being dished up a lovely, juicy full toss. Ends up in a dot ball. Again, there's his shot.
That's it.
Shall we call that the tap?
I think we shall. Angelo tap. Yes, it's definitely.
I was referring to every time a ball goes down to third man, we'll say the tap is in.
Yeah, that is a tap,
Rostow,
definitely.
do you mind doing third, bud?
I think that's a good name for that shot. Brings honor to the man who played it so well.
100. He contributed greatly.
He did.
Well, I mean, what's wrong with the ball now?
I don't know.
Thanks.
It hasn't been hit. Well, okay, it's been hit to a couple of far parts. And what's Lartikan going to do here? Ball spinning away from him. Sorry, into him, I mean.
Full toss. Oh, that's going to go for 4. That is going to go for 4. You can't give good players full tosses, freebies like that. That 4 takes him to the leading run scorer in this competition, Daniel Lartikan?
Daniel Lartikan, yeah. No, Daniel, no. It was the Lartikan, yeah, that got you there. So, yeah, outstanding stuff from him and getting them near to their 50. But you can't bowl that to him. You cannot bowl that to him.
There's a chance.
Just one.
It's just going to be one. I tell you one thing that I've only literally just picked up. The colour of the Masters is very difficult to pick up on the outfield.
Yes, it is. Yeah, they sort of blend in a bit, and even in some places more than others. It's all part of their subtle plan to get over the line here.
Oh, the tap. The tap is there again. Excellently executed. It's going to be 2 runs.
And they've got 8 off this over already from Tanner. And that's really as much, if not more, than what they need. And that takes them to the 50. And they're batting at just over 10 runs to the over. And that is more than what they need at the moment.
Good, well done.
Ends with the dot. And that is, folks, going to take us to that all-important strategic timeout period here. So 2 minutes for the guys to get their plans in order.
जी हाँ दोस्तों, 5वें ओवर की समाप्ति के बाद अब समय हो चुका है गल्फ टिकट स्ट्रेटेजिक टाइम आउट का। जैसा कि हम देख सकते हैं, गल्फ टिकट द्वारा स्पॉन्सर्ड हमारी ड्रिंक्स कार्ट अब मैदान में आ रही है और दोनों टीमों के खिलाड़ियों को रिफ्रेशमेंट्स देगी। अपने दर्शकों को ये मैं याद दिला देना चाहता हूं कि गल्फ टिकट है यूएई का सबसे ज्यादा भरोसेमंद ऑनलाइन लॉटरी ड्रॉ। ये है फुली रेगुलेटेड, रजिस्टर्ड एंड ऑथराइज्ड लॉटरी ड्रॉ फ्रॉम यूएई। आप अभी gulfticket.com पे जाके अपनी किस्मत का खेल खेल सकते हैं। जी हां दोस्तों, gulfticket.com पे जाएं, वहां पे लॉग इन करें, अपना अकाउंट खोलें और खेलिए अपनी किस्मत का खेल। अपने सपनों को उड़ान भरिए और मौका दीजिए अपनी जिंदगी को बदलने का gulfticket.com के साथ। गल्फ टिकट की टैगलाइन है शेयरिंग मिलियंस माइल्स और ऐसे ही करोड़ों लोगों कि चेहरों पे मुस्कुराहट लाने के बाद गल्फ टिकट आपकी जिंदगी में भी खुशियां भर सकता है। आपको केवल ये करना है कि gulfticket.com पे जाएं, वहां पे अपना अकाउंट खोलें और हिस्सा लें गल्फ टिकट के वीकली ऑनलाइन लॉटरी ड्रॉज में। बिल्कुल दोस्तों, गल्फ टिकट सिर्फ एक प्लेटफॉर्म नहीं है, ये है एक सिम्फनी ऑफ होप, एक कैनवस ऑफ पॉसिबिलिटीज, एक टेस्टमेंट है पावर ऑफ ड्रीम्स के लिए। अब समय बर्बाद ना करें, तुरंत जाइए gulfticket.com पे और खेलिए अपनी किस्मत का खेल, क्योंकि गल्फ टिकट ही है यूएई का सबसे ज्यादा भरोसेमंद ऑनलाइन लॉटरी ड्रॉ।
There it is, match 24. That is happening later on here today. Local time, 1:30, the match between the Tigerberg Tigers, sponsored by Golden 444. They'll be up against the Strandfontein Saints, sponsored by Cricketer Trust of India. Well, the players have replenished themselves with a little bit of a water break during that Gulf Ticket strategic timeout period. And one certainly thinks Cape Fox that this game is heading towards the Dynamos, and the Masters have got it all to do in this last 5 overs.
Yeah, it is certainly advantage Dynamos, as we're going to see Kyle Tomlinson coming into the attack with his more medium paces. It's interesting that they haven't turned to spin. They've still got spinners in the bank here, just the one over from Calvin Tanner. And let's see what Tomlinson can do. He's going to be bowling to the very dangerous and now top scorer of the tournament, Daniel Latakhan.
I'm very surprised they haven't turned to spin. It's not like they don't have spinners out there.
Yeah, they've got 2 additional spinners other than Calvin Tanner in their lineup, the Masters. You just sense that spin, giving them the opportunity, giving the batsman the challenge to make the pace off the ball. And there's certainly something happening out there with the ball. It is certainly, it's gripping in the surface. We saw that earlier on in the day. And if you're going to make the best use of this surface, now is the time to do it. It's just going to get better and better.
Oh, where they're going to prize a wicket here. They've got to prize something, even if they just get a fielder there in the tap position there, because that has been the Tash's favourite sort of scoring area. Again, the field changes once again as Feinegg is again pushed down and mid-off comes up. Not sure why you would throw that ball.
No, I mean, there certainly was no opportunity for a run out there. It just played straight to him, but once again, it's that same shot outside the off stump there. Just got it a little bit too square this time, Yatsis.
Oh, that's another dot, and a diving Latakhan gets back in, so no run scored, 2 dots.
And certainly looks like it's hot out there. Daniel Latakhan just staying on his haunches for a while. It would be, it would be a bit a blow for the Dynamos were he to go out now. You just feel he's got the momentum, the impetus.
That's 3 dot balls, folks. That is 3 dot balls in a row. The basket is filling up here for the Masters.
Something is going to give here. 2 balls left in the over. Tomlinson's done really well so far. Put the batter under pressure.
Bowled him. We felt that was coming. Something got to give.
Yep.
And that time, Tomlinson, he goes gun barrel straight and he gets rid of Angelo. Yeah, it is. He's got to go.
Very funny game this, boys.
Yeah, it's another good delivery. You miss, I hit, and that's exactly what happens. And that stump goes doing a Simone there, cartwheeling out of the ground, the leg stump. And it's a blow that certainly the Dynamos could have done without, but the pressure was telling there in that over.
Yeah, that just shows what a few dot balls does. As Stefan Bruniger, he's going to be the new man coming in there. That's his numbers, striking at 138, but I don't feel it's going to be as easy out there as what it's like. Latachan, he holds the key for this Dynamos team.
And what an outstanding over it's been from Carl Tomlinson so far. Just the one run off the bat of Latachan and then the wicket. And they're looking at the updated scores for the top batters. Daniel Latachan, 129 runs now in what is his 6th innings of the tournament. And an excellent strike rate there of 190 almost. 11 fours and 6 sixes.
And what's impressive about that is he's yet to score 50 in this tournament. So he's been very consistent throughout. But now then, they've got to find somebody to stay with him. And I'm very, very surprised they're not trying to squeeze a little bit more. The men on the ring are very much on the ring in the circle here. They need to squeeze dots. They don't want to get the strike here to Latachan, although there's still one ball left. It is the only last ball left of this over. Is that a catch? Is that a catch?
It was. They seemed interested, didn't they, the Masters? I thought that was played into the ground myself, but it's all academic now. Not able to reach up and stop that one. So just the 2 off the over and the wicket. It's still advantage to the Dynamos, though.
Yeah, it is. So where's this gun going to go? Feels it should have been easy on here. The 2 worms are looking like they want to join up. They're certainly narrowing the gap there. A little bit of a conference here between a few of the important men out there. That's the equation. 26 from 24. The majority of that 26 is going to have to come from Daniel Latachan. And now I think it is Josh Caleb van Oudtshoorn that's finally going to make his berth here.
Yeah, it is the young man. And Josh Caleb van Reede van Oudtshoorn is, as he said, his parents were very generous in giving him those names.
Oh, it's a long name. I spoke to him the other day and I said, listen, which one can I use? He says, okay, everybody knows me as Van Oudtshoorn. I said, thank you very much. I'll take that. I'll bag that. Anyway, here we go. He's bowling to Bruniger. The men in the ring has got to save one. Surely the men in the ring. You know what he's going to do? He's going to tip and run here.
Yeah, can play that down the leg side anywhere away from mid-wicket. He's going to get an easy single and potentially 2.
There it is. Easy as you like. He's going to bring Latachan on strike now. Which way is he going to go? Is he going to look to bag a boundary, a maximum, or is he just going to sort of milk his way for the remainder of the 25 runs still needed?
Yeah, it's an interesting one to call because yesterday in his innings where they were a little bit under pressure, he didn't play the big shot unless the ball was there to actually play the big shot. So let's see what happens.
That's a huge hit. I think that's just the pressure of bowling to someone like Daniel Latachan. A lot quicker, and this one was just a very, very short delivery.
He picked it up so well, quickly the length, and got into position. He's such a stable base that he plays from, and that just goes absolute miles. That's his 3rd maximum of the innings.
Here's a single again. Now again, the equation is under a runner ball. Thanks mainly again to Daniel Latachan. 18 from 21 deliveries. Not sure why Caleb van Oudtshoorn went very quickly there. He put a lot of pace on. Certainly flights it to sort of the new man, but he's not willing to do that to Latachan.
Big finish.
Yeah, I think he's probably got a better chance against Latachan if he tosses it up. I mean, they've got nothing to lose. They've got to get the wicket. And just darting it in is not helping at the moment.
Well, how's your skates? How's your skates? No. It's just going to be one. Yeah, I tend to agree with you, Cape Fox. I mean, you got to chance your arm, and I'm not sure why he turned to bowling it so quickly.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, ripping that from the surface.
Yeah, it's this end again. That was the same end from which the first delivery just got so big on the opening batter for the Dynamos.
They sort of maintained that sort of 9-10 run gap there between the two scores. If you compare the two scores, 62 for 3, that's the Dynamos, compared to the 53 for 3 from the Masters.
Yeah, so just the 16 needed, and as you said, Eugene, exactly what they had at the end of 3. They were 37 without loss, so they put on a similar amount of runs in this power play. In the second sort of tranche of overs between 4 and 7.
What's wrong?
16 from 18 deliveries.
Tomlinson, unsurprisingly, is going to continue. He's going to be bowling to Lategan. Umpires are just, I think, looking to change the ball, as it's their third umpire, Jason Harrison, going out with the box of the white cherries.
Yeah, as we look at the amount of 6s and 4s, and these tallies are mounting up. Daniel Lategan, he has moved into second place in the 4s hitting. He's now behind Ruben Senecal, who's got 14, and then on the 6s you have him there as well. Kai Karn leading the pack there with 11, but Daniel Lategan is also in second place on the 6s. I mean, he just loves to bag 4s and 6s.
And he plays them so well. It's just a joy to watch this youngster bat. The Masters are not enjoying that. They're hoping that Tomlinson will get to see the back of him.
Now, can you find a couple of dots here, bowling here to Bruniger? This is what you have to do if you're a Masters fan, a Masters player. The team or the guys in the ring, they've got to come off the ring. I mean, I don't know. I'm still not sure why they're sitting on the ring.
I'm with you there, Eugene. They've got to come in, got to make sure that they're not giving away the single easily. You don't want Lategan on strike.
That's beautifully played. This could even be 2 runs, this. No, there's just going to be the one, no risk taken.
And this is just good cricket we're seeing here from the Dynamos now. Just Bruniger getting Lategan on strike, and you just sense Lategan's not going to play the big shot unless he feels the ball is there to play the big shot.
Yeah, he's going to bide his time. Oh, losing his shape there, but still they get one. And this is what we're talking about, Cape Fox. It's far too easy.
Yeah, far too easy. It's almost tip and run at the moment.
To me, it seems like the dot ball's going to go when the batter hits the ball or misses the ball with the play and miss, or he taps the ball back to the bowler. The ring fielder's got to come in. They've got sweepers outside. Now they're bringing a man in from the deep mid-wicket boundary. But I'm telling you now, he's probably going to be standing on the ring.
Yeah, he certainly is. He's right on the edge of the ring. Well, that was really well hit by Bruniger, but he can't get it past Tomlinson, who does well on his follow-through to stop that.
But that's the way they're hoping they're going to get a dot. And to me, it should be a little bit better than that. Be proactive here, the Masters.
Yeah, I'd like
Find
to see,
a dot.
Yeah, I'd like to see Delwire from that mid-wicket position right in on the edge of the square. Just preventing that.
They're bringing the sweeper in, Cape Fox.
I see that. And they're bringing the extra cover in a little bit closer, maybe.
Squeezes that down the ground for one. Well, they need a dot ball. They need to just keep Daniel Lategan at the non-strikers end at the start of the 9th over. That's what they're going to have to do.
Yeah, he just sent 12 off 13 balls with only 3 wickets down. Lategan's still there. Dynamos must be the favourites.
That's just going to be one. So they're going to need 11 from 12 balls, folks. 11 from 12 balls. All three results still in the bag here. A victory for the Dynamos, who looks firm favorite. A victory for the Masters, who they need to really find something special. And, of course, that also common supernova.
Yeah, that has happened once before in the tournament, and you would think it probably isn't going to happen again, but you just never know. 11 needed of 12 deliveries in this Taj 777 presents Taj Cricket Club League T10 Cricket Ka Asli Animal. This tournament has been really outstanding. We've seen everything.
Yeah, we've seen everything and more, as it is the man with the same body, with the same name, Tom Alice Cole. He's making his way now to bowl this very important 9th over. He's going to be bowling to Daniel Lateghan, who's been there for the duration of this innings. I've never seen the Purple Turtles so calm when this man's on strike. I mean, they're just relaxing. They're talking about other things. They're talking about what they're having on the braai later on.
Yeah, I think they've got full confidence in this young man to take them over the line. He did it for them yesterday. He's set to do it for them today.
That is bludgeoned down the ground. That's going to go for 4. What a way to start this 9th over. Now just 7 required.
Yeah, what a great shot. Just look at this. He's steady, just head over the ball. He got his, just strikes through the line. A beautiful shot again.
7 from 11. Used to be a shop, that. 7-11.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just a dot ball. The throw comes in. No harm done, though.
And
well,
wow, that's incredible.
That's his first dot ball.
That is absolutely incredible. That just goes, I mean, you cannot praise the youngster enough, really. His first dot ball of the innings, 49 of 21. Let's hope he gets to his 50.
Oh, it's a big swing. It's a big, massive swing. I think there might have been a little bit of a tickle there.
Maybe there was just a feather as it went through. I don't know if we're going to be able to see it from here, but
I'm not sure.
Yeah, not sure.
What do you say, K Fox? I mean, you've got better eyes than me.
Yeah,
you're closer to the TV.
Saying TV umpire to producer, can you give me... the ultra edge, Fox, please.
Slower ball. We haven't seen that. We haven't seen this. Oh, he swung himself off his feet. Yeah, look at this, folks.
Yep.
Swish. Oh.
Another coat of lacquer on the stumps, and that would have been out. He just lost his, lost it now in the last 2 or 3 deliveries.
Give us another dot ball here, and then I'm going to call supernova. Give us a dot ball, Tom Alice Cole.
7 to win.
Oh, that hit the umpire. I hope she's okay.
Oh, I hope so.
Oh, I hope she is okay. She's got smiles on her face. Yeah, I mean, she's giving the arm, but let's give kudos to the batter, Daniel Lateghan, who gets to 50. Folks, he smacks that. Oh, unfortunately, straight into the umpire there, Wilma Jones. She's still happy. She's one to give you the finger. She says, go on your bikes on. Unfortunately, it's 50 to going to the way there of Daniel Lateghan.
Yeah, what a brilliant innings it has been from Lateghan. And was not going to be an easy chase for the Dynamos, but he has made it look easy out there in the middle. He's been the mainstay throughout the innings and now got to a deserved 50.
Oh, smoked down the ground there by Stefan Bruniger. He got the ball he wanted. Now it's only 2 needed off the last over.
Yeah, and that over goes for 9, and he just sits up and he plays it straight back past the ball and muscles it down the ground for 4, and the Dynamos are nearly over the line.
Yeah, that they will be. I'm sure of that. It's only 2 because the man of the moment, Daniel Lateghan, he's going to be facing up. He's the leader of the pack in the runs. Now, look at that, folks. 208 strike rate. He's going at an overall strike rate of 188.
Yeah, really something special. We've witnessed a really good innings out here today. And he's, apart from perhaps those last 2 or 3 deliveries in the previous over, he has been on the money throughout his innings. And he's played the ball on its merits. And it's been something that the Dynamos needed to get them over the line here. And just goes to show the resourcefulness of this Dynamos outfit.
Yeah, can't agree with you more there. So it is going to be Tanner to bowl this last over. He basically needs a double wicket maiden.
Yes,
A double hat-trick maiden, isn't
Needs
it?
a double hat-trick maiden.
Double
yes.
hat-trick maiden. Apologies there, Cape Fox.
I think, yeah, even a single's not going to help, is it? Because that is going to take us to a super over. But that...
No, we can put that to bed. We
I
can
think
put the
so.
super over to bed, Cape Fox. That's not going to happen.
It's going to take something exceptional here. Something that's probably never been seen on a T10 cricket field if the Masters are going to get over the line.
Oh, yes!
Dot ball. Dot ball. Don't get excited there, guys. It's just a dot ball.
I am telling you now. How's about you come really nice and tight here, mate? Nice and tight. More. Same with you, please. That's it.
Field now decides to come in.
Catch
That's
it.
in the
That's
air.
one,
That's
the
good.
one.
That's going to be 1, is it?
Yes,
It is just
thank
going to
you.
be
This is the
1.
single we wanted, boys.
Yeah, he's left it now to Breuninger to get the winning runs.
Sandfield, yeah.
4 balls to go, 1 run to win. Scores are tied.
I think this victory, once they get across the line here, the Dynamos will basically assure that they'll finish top of the pops in the league standings.
Come here.
Yeah, nobody else can get to 12 points. Eugene, you're absolutely right. And they are going to be in that first qualifier.
Oh, and this game is going to finish with a wide, folks. And that, as I say, is that. Done and dusted. The Dynamos victorious here over the Masters. It has been a game that has gone to the last over. And I'm sure the Masters will again rue the amount of dot balls they conceded during the innings there as well. Oh, it's tough going that. And now it's just a case in point of looking at what the rest is going to dish up to see what their chances are of getting into that top 4.
Yes, Eugene, it is the men from the Durbanville Dynamos. Having lost their first game, they've now won 6 on the trot, and they are the ones that will head the log and go through to that all-important first eliminator against the team finishing second. And for the Milnerton Masters, it's a lot that they still have to do. They've got 1 game left, and that is a must-win to give them any chance of getting into the playoffs.
Yeah, they'll have to go well there and sort of look over their shoulders, but it's been a really good performance by the Dynamos, and that assures that they will be playing in qualifier 1, which basically gives them 2 chances of getting to the final. If they win that first qualifier, that gets them through to the final. Whoever loses that qualifier will have another go at it. But there is the summary here, guys. It is the team of the Dynamos that are victorious. The bowlers, they found it tough there for the Masters. I mean, they tried really hard, but unfortunately it was just not good enough, especially bowling to someone in the form of Daniel Lateghan. There he is, scoring a very well-played 51 runs. And that assured that the Dynamos are victorious here in this outing. So let's enjoy some of the highlights there of that second innings, especially the ones from Daniel Lateghan of the Dynamos. we are at the post-match interviews where we just seen the game. It was match 23 of the TARS 777 presents the TARS Cricket Club League T10 Cricket. Ghastly animal. It was the match between the Durbanville Dynamos, sponsored by JSK, won their victorious over the Milnerton Masters, sponsored by Billy. 777. I'll ask Kuda, the captain here of Milnerton Masters, just to come and join me. Kuda, how do you assess that game, and where do you feel was the sort of turning point in you guys not getting over the line?
I think, again, between sort of over 5 to about 7, we didn't score enough runs. The wicket was on the tacky side, which made it really difficult to score in the power play. But having said that, I thought they bowled really well. They batted well. Daniel Latachan batted really, really well. This was one for the future. But if we can just score a bit quicker between overs 5 and 7, in my opinion, we should have maybe gotten another 10 runs.
Yeah, just turning half your dot balls into singles. I mean, that would have given you a greater edge going into that last over. But yeah, Daniel Latachan, he did play good innings. But you guys have sort of fought hard to still be in the contest.
Yeah, we did. We made sure that we fight all the way and make sure that net runner doesn't get away from us. So we got another match. If we get a big win there, you never know. We might just sneak in through the back door.
That's it. You're looking over your shoulder a little bit, but you need a good win to potentially get you up there in the playoffs.
Yeah, we're playing Solomon Strikers next, who have also played really, really well. I think they're in the same sort of situation with us, so it might be a shootout for number 4 there.
Go well for that final game.
Thank you. Cheers.
That's Kuda, the captain there of the Milnerton Masters. I'm going to ask Leon Leroux. He's going to come and join me. And Leon, as a captain, you won the toss, something Fritz hasn't done, and you're victorious, and you must be happy with getting over the line there.
Yeah, the guys enjoyed the game, giving some of the youngsters a chance to play. Like I said this morning, it's a good thing for DCC Cricket Club. We're going through a rebuilding phase, and yeah, well done to Daniel as well, batting through. Just shows you again, if you've got an in batsman and he takes us through, then the game actually becomes quite easy.
Yeah, you guys have finished in top position there, so you qualify for the qualifier. And that gives you basically 2 chances to get into the final. That was sort of the positive that you want to take into that.
Yeah, definitely. Like I said, some of the older guys, the more experienced guys were rested. And yeah, it's a good thing for the club, giving the youngsters a chance and then obviously putting some pressure on the older guys to perform. So there's a good spirit in the club at the moment with Sean taking over. And yeah, I think DCC is in a good place at the moment.
Well done today, and it was a good victory on a really difficult surface as well for you boys, but well done today.
Thanks, Eugene. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
That is the outcome there of the post-match interview. It is the Dynamos. They are victorious over the Masters. Join us at 1:30 for another thrilling TARS 777 presents the TARS Cricket Club League T10 Cricket. Ghastly animal. Look forward to seeing you at 1:30.